is the Capital Region's #1 late news. News Channel 13, live Olympic edition.
Tonight's top story, the dreams of a local boxer are shattered when he gets cut from the Olympic team. Good evening, I'm Chris Kapostasy.
And I'm Ed Dague. Thank you for joining us for this special edition of News Channel 13.
Leonard Pierre trains with Mike Tyson's former trainer, hoping he'd be good enough to win the gold.
That's not going to happen. Carmen Dexter joins us now live from the airport to tell us more. Carmen?
Ed, Leonard Pierre headed for the Olympics in Atlanta as the first alternate boxer representing Haiti, but he didn't make the team. In order for Pierre to compete, someone had to pull out because they didn't make weight or became sick, and that didn't happen. His trainer, Kevin Rooney, who also trained Mike Tyson, says it's strictly politics.
In there, believe me, we got a raw deal. We went down there. We were supposed to be in the Olympic Village. We were supposed to experience the Olympic life, and and we got down there, and they wouldn't even let us in the Olympic Village.
Oh, they are upset, but hey, it's life.
That's Pierre telling me how his family reacted to the news that he will not be competing in the Olympics. And Ed, don't look for him in the year 2000 in Australia. He says he plans to turn pro before then, and Rooney says he wants to give him 20 to 30 more fights before he does turn him pro. Leonard Pierre is only 17, and he wants to go pro by the time he's 18.
Then it's all the more tragic because a good showing in the Olympics would very much help a pro career.
That's true, yes.
Thank you, Carmen Dexter, live.
A young woman from our area will be part of the Olympic Games tonight, and her friends are throwing a party to show their support.
Everyone feels now that Jill Reeve is their daughter, their Olympian, and we're really behind her 100%.
Residents of Hoosick Falls are waiting anxiously for the American Olympians to make their entrance into the stadium for opening ceremonies tonight. They're hoping to catch a glimpse of local Olympian Jill Reeve, who is on the field hockey team. They've been setting up chairs and preparing all day for the big moment, which they will watch on 4 big-screen TVs inside the Armory in Hoosick Falls.
There is also a local tie to another national story tonight, but unfortunately the story is a tragic one. An 11-year-old whose grandparents live in Gloversville was on TWA Flight 800 when it exploded on Wednesday. Larkin Dwyer was flying to Paris to visit a friend. Her grandparents fought back tears remembering their young granddaughter today.
So, a red-blooded American girl.
She was very athletic.
Very athletic. Loved horses.
Horses were her life. That's all she ever really took a big interest in. She must have 500 horse statues, and her walls are wall-to-wall with horse pictures.
Larkin's parents are still in New York with other family members from across the country and Europe trying to help identify the body of loved ones. They also await the latest findings of the investigative teams.
2 French workers at a factory in Cobleskill were also killed in that TWA plane crash. Elaine Laforge and Jean-Pierre Hochard had been working at the Hoffman Laces Interknitting Company for just a month. The manager of the plant had to travel to Long Island to identify the bodies and meet with the men's families should they come here from France.
A man who claimed he was sleepwalking when he shot his wife to death has been sentenced to 25 years to life in prison. You may recall Darrell Brand escaped from Clinton County's jail on the 4th of July. He was captured 4 days later when police found him hitchhiking along a rural highway south of Albany. He has been given the maximum sentence for second-degree murder.
A popular vacation resort could be closing its doors.
We'll tell you why, plus Bob will have his first warning forecast after a very short break.
This Olympic update on News Channel 13 is sponsored in part by Price Chopper Supermarkets.
Albany School Superintendent Arthur Sam Walton will soon be taking on a new position. He will leave his post in mid-August to become superintendent of the Berkshire Union Free School District in Canaan. Walton will lead the Berkshire Farm Center for Youth, an organization that serves troubled children.
It was unquestionably a soggy day in the Capital Region today.
Bob is here with his first warning forecast for the weekend. Robert.
All right, Chris, and let's talk about it. It looks to be a pretty nice weekend. Showers pretty much out of the picture now. A clearing trend overnight. Here's my forecast. Showers ending, still a few stray showers at the moment east of Albany, but they'll be leaving quickly, clearing, breezy, and less humid, low 55 to 60. For tomorrow, lots of sun, a few puffy clouds drifting by, a gusty wind, pleasant 72 to 77. And Sunday should be equally as nice, a bit warmer, high about 80. Monday and Tuesday, back into the 80s. So after the rain, we'll enjoy what appears to be a nice weekend. See you a bit later. Chris and Ed.
Thanks, Bob. Luckily, we don't have any snow in the forecast to worry about, but a popular ski resort has plenty to worry about. The general manager of the Pico Ski Resort in Vermont says they might have to close. He says more than $6 million has been put into Pico, maybe it's Pico, since 1994, but that's not enough for the area to survive. They recently laid off 16 workers, and the owners, we know, are also behind on tax payments to the state.
And that does it for this special edition of News Channel 13.
We'll hope you'll stay around, join us for the rest of the day's news. We will have a full 35-minute newscast following the opening ceremonies of the Summer Olympics.
We'll see you later.